Welcome to our course Docker UI for absolute beginners. This course is mainly for beginners who doesn't have any idea on Docker UI tools. When I first heard Docker UI, then the question I got is Docker UI? Docker is a command line tool, right? Then what is this UI? Then I did some R&D and I found three best tools to install and to work. There are DockStation, LazyDocker and Portainer. Along with these UI tools, we will also see how we can compile or run a Docker file without Docker software. And these tools we will see on different environments. Like DockStation we will see on Windows, LazyDocker we will see on CentOS, and Portainer we will see with the help of Play with Docker. Play with Docker is a place where we can use as a lab without any software. So if you are a beginner and if you want to learn Docker UI tools, then welcome to our course. In this session, we will see how we can install DockStation on Windows. So this session will start with DockStation installation, introduction and DockStation installation. The prerequisite for DockStation is we have to have Docker installed in our local machine. I already installed Docker. If you see Docker PS, since no container is running in my machine, so it is not showing any list. This is the prerequisite to install DockStation. To install DockStation, we just go DockStation Docker installation, and we will go for official DockStation site. This is an DockStation official site. Now, if we go for the introduction, here it is. DockStation is a developer-centric application for managing projects based on Docker. Instead of lots of CLI commands, we can monitor, configure, and manage services and container with the help of GUI. So, no need to have complete knowledge on commands. Even we can do the operations using GUI. Okay. Now to download that, since we are using Windows, go for Windows, and I already downloaded this. So I'm canceling this, and this is the tool that I already downloaded. If you click on that option, you will get this software. So just double click on this. We will use the default options. Since it will take some time, 1 or 2 minutes, so I'm getting fast. Now installation is finished, and we will just say run DockStation, and we will get the icon on Windows as well. See, now we successfully installed DockStation on our Windows machine, and it is getting started. In the next session, we will see the more information on this. Thank you. Hello, welcome back. Now, in this session, we will work with containers. We will see two examples. One of them is Hello World and Jenkins, like how we can run these two containers, and one more important option in the DockStation, like when we will get this option and when we won't. Let's start. Yep. This is an icon for DockStation. Once we install, we will get this. We saw in the previous example. Just double click on this. Okay, it will take some time. Since we are doing just practice, so just say continue as a guest. No need to log in anything. So click continue as a guest. We will see after one or two classes like how we can create new project. As of now, just click on the containers. We will see this option will come because currently in our local there is no container running. Okay, like Docker PS, we are not getting any container running, and not even any stopped container. See, there is no container running and there is no stopped container. Because of this, we will get this option. So what we will do, we will just, yeah, okay, just say docker run hello world. It will automatically sync with the DockStation. If you see, once this is getting running, and it will automatically appear here, and it is with some different name. And also we won't get this option because we didn't run our container with -p. If we select -p option, then this icon will appear. Means if you click this, then automatically it will open a browser and it will open that application. Example, we will see with Jenkins, docker run, and also here it is with different name. We will change this name as well. Docker run -d, it will run background -p 8080 name DockStation Jenkins, we can say DockStation _ Jenkins. And I will give the image name. Images I already downloaded to save the time. Okay, Jenkins. Now Jenkins is get started. Even you can see Jenkins is running now. If you see here, Jenkins is running now, and this is the name which we have given. Now we click here, this is just loading, and if you see here, we got web option enabled. So just click on this web option, it will directly go to the browser and it will open the Jenkins. This is a very good option when we run this. I hope you like this session, and we will see some more examples and some more options in the next session. Thank you. Hello, welcome back. Now in this session we will see one of the important option called exec. We know exec is an option which we use to enter into a running container, correct? Now we will take HTTPD as an example. Okay, like a Tomcat server. So I'm just running Docker, and I already downloaded HTTPD image in my local. So Docker run -d HTTPD. No need to enable port since we are just explaining. We are seeing an example for exec. So I'm running this container, and it is already reflecting here, and it is taking funny name because we have not given -- name option. So enter here and just say exec. Just see what are the folders is already available here. Okay, and parallelly we will enter into this container and we will see whether we are getting same folder names or not. Docker exec -it instruction mode container id number bash. Just give bash. Okay, here just say ls-al. If you see here, we are getting same folder name. Okay, now we will create a folder inside the DockStation. Okay, I'm just saying DockStation. Okay, if you give here ls-al, now DockStation folder is there. We'll compare here whether that is reflected here or not. Okay, before that DockStation is not there. Now DockStation is there. Now we will create a folder inside the in the command prompt. Okay, kdir some hello. Okay, if you see ls-al, yeah, this folder is there. Now let's see ls-al, and this folder is also reflecting here. So, and this is a new pop-up it will open. Just close this and we can come here. Now we just saw an example of exec. In the next session we will see the remaining options. As we know, it is self-explanatory: stop, restart, remove and info. Okay, we will see you in the next class. Thank you. Hello, welcome back. In the previous session we have seen examples with Hello World and Jenkins container. Also we saw the web option and examples with on exec. In this session we will see some more examples using stop, restart, remove, info, logs and stats option. Okay, let's start. Okay, as usual I'm continuing as a guest. Okay, now it will show the containers. We can stop the container using this option. Okay, once we select this, it will get stopped. Okay, even we can see that in the command prompt. Okay, docker, it's a command, docker ps. Now no container is running. Okay, I'm just refreshing this. Now no container is running. Now I'm just starting this container. Parallelly, I will also start this container. Okay. Now, if we see here, if we run ps, then both containers are running. Okay. Now we can restart the selected container and we can remove. Remove, what it will do is it will stop the running container first and then it will delete. Okay. I will show an example. Info is like inspect command. With inspect we will get complete information about the container configuration. In the same way, info will give the same information. Okay, this is the information, and we can search the logs also. Example, I'm choosing this. If you want to search any keyword, then we can go to this. Okay, now come here and select, and example I want to search Jenkins. Okay, we can search the logs with this option. It will display all the lines which has Jenkins keyword. If you see, every line it contains Jenkins. Okay, it will display in this way. Stats is like it will show the monitor. It's like monitoring, like what is the CPU usage, memory usage, and it has much more information. Okay, and stats monitor is the same thing, like it will give the information about the CPU usage and memory. Ports are like what are the ports that are enabled for the containers. Example, here we are using two containers with HTTPD and Jenkins. Both has their own port numbers. Now come here and we will delete one container. Okay, since we are showing examples for both, so if we give ps, then we can able to see we are running two containers. Okay, now I am deleting one container. So it will say, if you select OK, then first it will stop the container and remove. Yes, we need the same one and it is getting removed. Okay, now go for the ports. If you see, HTTPD is not there because we deleted the container. And if you come here, then also we won't see HTTPD because we deleted that in the DockStation. Okay, and in this session, in these options, did we see any option to create a container? No. As of now, we didn't see any option to create a container. We work only with the existing containers. Correct? To create a container, first we need to create a project. Okay? So in the next session, we will see how we can able to create a project. Hello, welcome back. Now we will see what is the use of project. Project, the main usage is we can create a container with the help of projects only. Like the prerequisite for this is we have to create a folder, like empty folder. What it will do is it will create a compose file for each and every project. So before creating a project, we have to have a folder where the project will create a compose file. So for every project, it will create a compose file. Now let us see how it will use. Okay, add new project. We need to give example DockStation. Okay, we can give any name. So we need to give a path. Any folder we can able to give. I'm just going with desktop. I created one empty folder. Okay. This folder is empty, and we can give run command here as well, but we are just ignoring now. We will see in the next session. I'm just creating a project. If you see, the project has been created. Okay, meanwhile we'll see DockStation. See, it will create a compose file and one .env file. Because of this, we need to give a folder name. If you see this is a Docker compose file. Okay, this nothing is there because now no image is there in this project. To create an image, it's just drag and drop. It will ask the versions. Just say okay. Now Jenkins image has been downloaded. Even we can search for the image in this option. Okay, you see, and editor we can edit the compose. If you see here, before it was empty, but now it is updated with Jenkins. If you see, our local compose file also will edit that. We'll have that update. Yes, this file and this file both are same. Okay, if you want to see in this scheme, we are not have HTTP, but now it will come. Okay, so I'm just editing here. HTTPD, we can give any name here. Image, we can say HTTPD. Okay, that's fine. Just save this. So if you edit this, then it will automatically update here, and also it will automatically update here. So even if you change here, remaining two places also it will get updated. Okay, just start the containers. Okay, it will start both containers. Okay, now you see here it is getting started. Okay, one is already running like 5.4, and these two are started with the help of project. Okay, now I hope you understand how to create a project and what are the usage of that. You got it right. Once again, for every project it will create a default compose file. So we need to update that if you want anything. So three options we have. One is directly drag and drop or edit here, or we can edit in this file. Let us see what is the common error which we will get at the time of starting of DockStation. Okay, I'm just launching DockStation and I'm just selecting as continue as a guest. Now it will show in this error. This is the only reason for this is currently in our local Docker is not running. So to run the DockStation, it is mandatory to have a Docker is up and running. So if Docker is not up and running, then we will get this error. Hello, welcome back. Now, in this session, we will see how we can create a container at the time of project creation. Select new project, just giving container, and for this we need to give the command here, but still we need to mention the path. If not, then we will get error. If you say docker run hello world, it will say please set a path for project. So it is mandatory to set a path. Okay, I created an empty folder, project container here. Okay, now it will create. Now also it will create a compose file. So for any project it will create a, even it is a simple container, still it will create a compose file. Okay, if you see here, it is an hello world is a image name. If you see the editor, it is created a compose file. You can see this is an example for the hello world. Like we can create a container at the runtime. Even it is a simple container creation, still the project will create a compose file. Hello, welcome back. Now let us see how we can create a container using link. Means how we can link two containers at the time of project creation. So select new project and the path is as usual. Okay. Project title is I'm just say link and path. We will go with link, just is an empty one we just created, and here we will use command for link. Okay, docker run fn name. I'm creating two containers. One is Tomcat, image name is httpd, and another one is Jenkins. Docker run fn name equal to Jenkins underscore link. I'm just giving name, like we can give anything, hyphen link, and name of the httpd container name is Tomcat hyphen it Jenkins. Okay, this way we can able to create. If you create this, it will show the link arrow for the two containers. If you see here, it is saying that this is linked, means this is linked with this container. Even we can see in the editor, it will create a compose file according to that. Okay, even we can add multiple links in this compose file. Like in the next session, we will see how we can create links with the compose file. Thank you. Hello, welcome back. Now let us see how we can create a link with the help of compose file. For this, and also we will see what will happen if we select a folder which contains already compose file. We will see both examples at the same time. Okay, this is our previous one. So I'm just copying this compose file and I created new folder compose and I copied here, and I will edit name like it is, let it be with the same images, but I will just edit with the name. I'm just giving Tomcat 1. Here also we need to change as Tomcat 1. Okay, I'm just saving this file. Come to this, create new project, and title is compose link underscore link. Okay, path on desktop we have that one, desktop compose select folder and create. It's taking some time. See, now it is already created because the folder has already, if the folder does not have a compose file, then DockStation will create it. If the folder exists a compose file, then it will just use it. You see, the link is there between these two images. Okay, in the both ways we can able to use it. Now let us see how we can delete the project in the DockStation. There are a couple of ways we can delete. Like first, we delete the containers one by one like this. Even this will delete. If you select OK, then it will delete only the project. But if you delete this, then it will also delete the project where the compose file is. So we just say OK. And we can delete one by one. Then we will get an option to delete the project. Like if any container is there, then we won't get option to delete the project. So we need to delete one by one, and then only we will get this link. Or the another way is we can delete the compose file directly in the editor. Then also we will be able to delete all the containers at the same time. And the last way is we can delete the folder directly from here. If you delete this, then also we can able to delete the complete project in the DockStation. In these ways, we can able to delete our project. Hello, welcome back. Now, in this session, we will see another Docker UI tool, that is LazyDocker. What is a LazyDocker? It's an terminal UI. It's not like normal GUI. It's an terminal UI for both Docker and Docker Compose, and it is written in Go with Go CUI library. The prerequisite is, as usual, Docker has to be there. Okay, and we are explaining this. We are running this tool in CentOS machine. If you say Docker PS, yes, Docker is installed and none of the container is created. So to run this, we use step by step. The first step is we need to run this. We need to download this. I'm just copying this and we are executing here. Okay. Meanwhile, we just copy this extraction command. Once it is downloaded correctly and once it is extracted, we need to have these three files. Now let us see, yeah, downloaded completed, and we will execute this command. If you see, we got these three files as mentioned here. Okay. Now we will install next command. Okay. Now it is asking for password. Okay, it is installed. Now it is asking LazyDocker version. Okay, LazyDocker -- version. Okay, yes, it is there. Now let us run the LazyDocker. See, now it is open. Since there is no container, so it is showing in this way. This means it is stopped container. If we give ps-ea, then we will get this list. Let's see that as well. To exit, we have command called q. Okay, just press q, it will come out. Docker ps-a. If you see, we have 4 stopped containers as we saw the same in the LazyDocker section. Okay, if you see, these are the containers, 4 containers are there. We see the same list here. Okay, now we just saw how to install LazyDocker, and in the next session we will see what are the other options and how to start, how to stop, how to delete and also we will see what is the uses of these tabs. Okay, see you in the next session. Thank you. Welcome back. Now let us see a few examples with LazyDocker. We know to launch LazyDocker, just type keyboard LazyDocker. Now it is showing one error because Docker is not running in the background. So first what we need to do, we need to start Docker. Okay, sudo service Docker start. Okay, now Docker is started. We will run LazyDocker now. LazyDocker. Now this will launch the LazyDocker tool. Okay, this means the project name is the folder name that we are currently in. Means currently we are in a folder name called cloud user. To come out, we just type escape or Q. Okay, see here cloud user is a folder name. If we create one more directory, example I'm creating Jenkins, and we will be inside Jenkins, and we launch LazyDocker here. See, now project has been become project has been become Jenkins. Before it was cloud user, now it has changed to Jenkins. So what is project? Project is the folder that we are currently in. Okay, now to move, these are the different boxes we are available in the LazyDocker. You can say it as to move from one box to another, means one section to another section. You just press right key and left arrow, right arrow and left arrow. If you press right arrow and left arrow, it will move from one section to or one category to another category. Okay, now to move like fields, to move from one section, one container to another container, we press up arrow and down arrow. So right and left will move to one box to another, and up arrow and down arrow will move from one container to another container, like different fields from in the same box. Okay, now open bracket and close bracket, square bracket, open square bracket and close square bracket will move from this tab to this tab. Okay, if I press open, it is moving from one section to another one. Okay, so right and left will move from here to here, up and down arrows will move from here to here, open square bracket and close square bracket will move from this place to this place. How we can get list of these menus? Just type X, will give menu section. Just remember, this menu is specific to this box. Means container section will contain these menus. If we come down, now we are in images. If you press menu again, then it will show different set of menu options. Got it right? Menu will be differ from one section to another section. Okay. Hello, welcome back. Now let us see a few examples with the help of LazyDocker. We will see containers, like how to we stop containers, how to we restart containers, how to delete the container, etc. If you see, currently no container is running in my machine. Okay, so now with the help of LazyDocker, we will start this container. We know X will give the menu option for containers. Just select restart. Okay, now Jenkins is running. If we come the same command docker ps, if we say Jenkins is running. Okay, it's very simple to manage. Now if we see docker ps fna will give complete list. Now what we will do, we will delete this. Again I am pressing X. Now I press D. What it will do? It will remove that. Okay, and it is giving multiple options like before confirmation. You just say yes. Now if you come here, you see PSFNA, that container is not there because we deleted with the help of LazyDocker. Okay, you got it right? How we can? It's very easy to manage from here. Okay, just press X to get the list. Okay, now we will stop this. If you see docker ps, it will give the running container. Now we will stop this. To stop, we need to press yes. Okay, are you sure? Yes, you just say type yes. I think you're choosing the wrong one. Okay, just now X. Now we just stop this. Okay, are you sure? Yes. Now we will stop in this. Now see, before we have chosen WordPress, so now we have chosen Jenkins. Now if you say docker ps, it is not running. Okay, again we just see, we will just start so that it will give one more example. Okay, I just press R because R is restart. Okay, now press X. Now we see E option because E will show only running containers because it will hide stopped containers. If you press E again, one E will show only running containers. Another, if we press again E, then it will show both stop and running containers. Okay, I'm just escape that and I'm just pressing E. If you see, one time I press E and it is showing running containers. Another time if I press E, then it will show all the stopped containers. If you see E, then it is showing stats because it is having only one container, so it will show the stats of that specific image. To move from one tab to another tab, we press open square bracket or close it square bracket. If you see, now here is the examples and these are the logs. Okay, and if you press M, then you will get complete logs. Okay, for that what we need to do, we need to press M. Okay, now it will come out, Control C will come out and it will ask prompt call, are you sure you want to return LazyDocker? Just say yes. Got it right? Menu M will give the complete info and stats will give the performance, like it's like monitoring, and config is like inspect command. Okay, top is like top running processors. Okay, in the next session we will see few examples with images and volumes. Thank you. Hello, welcome back. Now let us see some more examples with the containers. Like we will see some more menu options for containers. So to get the list, we will press X. Now let us see attach command. Okay, first we will attaching to stopped container. Whether we can able to attach it, we will see what it will show. So we just press A, or we can come it here also. Okay, it is showing we can't attach to a stopped container. It is clearly say we can't attach to a stopped container. Okay, so that's fine. Now let us see whether we can able to attach here. I'm just pressing A, and it's also showing because we can't attach to this container because it is not running with IT flag. So if any container started with normal, then we can't able to attach. Now let us see, we will start a container docker run -it httpd. Okay, I'm starting a container with the help of -it option. Now come here. Yes, it is there. httpd is there. It's running, and we run that container with the help of it flag. Now press A. If you see, we entered into that container, like we are in the container. Now here two options. If you press enter, then we will go into the LazyDocker. If you press Ctrl C, then it will come into the container prompt, like Linux prompt. It won't enter into the LazyDocker. If you see enter, then we came into the LazyDocker. Okay. If you press Ctrl C, then we won't come into the LazyDocker. We will enter into the Linux box. Okay. We will see one more time. So okay, it is stopped. Okay, now again we will run that. Okay, it's running. We just press A. Now before we press enter, so we entered into the LazyDocker. Now we press Ctrl C. If you see, we came into the box where we ran the LazyDocker. Okay, I'm just running LazyDocker again to enter into the LazyDocker. Okay, I got it right. Okay, now I'm just restarting this. Okay, now I want to stop two containers. If you press X, whether we can able to see that option here? No, because it is there only to stop. Okay, to stop multiple or one or more containers, we don't have option here. So what we need to do? We need to press B, so that we will get more commands. So just press B, or normal B also fine. So now it is showing some more commands, like stop all containers, remove all containers, some more commands. Okay, I'm just pressing stop all containers. Are you sure? Yes. If you see, it is stopped multiple containers. Before it stopped this one, now it is stopped Jenkins. Okay, yeah, these are the some examples with containers menu. Thank you. Hello, welcome back. Now let us see some more examples for containers, like what are the other menu options that are available for containers. We know X will give the menu list. Here, is there any option to create a container? No. There is no direct option to create a container with the help of LazyDocker. Now the question is how to create a container with the help of LazyDocker. For that, we need to press Shift X. So Shift plus X will give this prompt where we can create a container. Docker run hello world. Okay, now it is created a container and it came into this session. Now if you press Ctrl C, where it will go? It will go direct to the Linux box. If you press enter, it will move into the LazyDocker window. Okay, see, now we have created hello world container. If you come here, if you say docker ps -a, we will get that container, hello world container. If you see, this there. So this way, Shift plus X will give more, will give a command prompt where we can create a container. Hello, welcome back. Now let us see few examples with images. Okay, currently we have two images. Currently, locally we have two images. Okay, this is a command docker images. Okay, now we know the command to delete an image is docker rmi and image id. Okay, even unique characters is fine. So we have 7 5. Whether this will delete? No, because it is already attached with one of the container. So to delete this, what we will do? We will use -f here. Now this will delete. Correct? If you see again docker images, now that image is not there. Okay, now so if any image is attached with container, if you want to delete, what we will do, we will use -f flag. Okay, I'm just running that image again. Hello. Okay, now it is pulling that image. Okay, now image is there. If you say Docker images, we have two images. Okay, now we will see the same in the LazyDocker. Okay, now we have two images. So what is the menu? X. Now here we have remove image. Okay, here it is saying remove image rm. Here the command is little bit differ. Like normal we use docker rmi, but here it is saying docker image rm and image id. If you say this, it is saying error because we need to delete this container, this image by force, because it is already attached with one of the container. Just say okay. But we didn't see any command to delete force. If you see, even in bulk command also, it is not there. Now, how to run this? You just say escape and shift X. If you type shift and X, then we will get custom command here. And just remember this command. What is this command? Okay. Just open this docker image rm. Okay. Just come here, shift X, docker image rm. We need to give force. So -f and image id. What is the image id? If you see here, we have the image id like bf756. Okay, if you see, this image is not there. In this way, we will delete images by force. Hello, welcome back. Now let us see some more examples with the LazyDocker. I'm just launching LazyDocker, and this is the dashboard. We know the command for seeing the logs is yum. Yum will give the complete info of the logs. To come back, what we will do, we will press Ctrl C. Now it will ask for confirmation whether we want to enter into LazyDocker or enter into the Linux prompt. If we say enter, it will enter into the Linux box. If we say Ctrl C, it will enter into the Linux box. We can change this. How? Just copy this line, complete line. Two ways we can change it. Okay, we will see both ways. Okay, we copied this side. I'm just copy this and just say Control C. Now this is the Linux box. Okay, if you see ls-al, we will see one folder called .config. Enter into this .config. Now enter into this folder cd je. Here we will see LazyDocker. Enter into this LazyDocker. Now here we will see the configuration file. Okay, edit this file. Okay, insert. Come here and paste that line. If you save this way, it won't work. We need to edit this. Remove this colon. Just put colon, enter, and give 2 spaces. Escape. Save this. Now again launch LazyDocker. Okay, LazyDocker. Okay, now we are in this LazyDocker window. Just press M. Now press Ctrl C. If you see, now it is not asking prompt. It is directly coming into the Linux LazyDocker window. If I say I'm pressing M again, and now I'm pressing Ctrl C. Now it is directly redirecting to LazyDocker window. Okay. The another way we can edit is go to the project section. Now we are in project section. To edit this, we will press E. See, it is already there. If you edit here, once you save, just exit this and come back. Like press Q and come back. Then only our changes will be reflected. Okay. In both ways, we can save. We can change this format. Hello, welcome back. Now let us see one example with Docker Compose, like how it looks like in the LazyDocker. Okay, I'm just creating one directory with name Docker Compose. Docker Compose. Okay, cd. Okay, vi. We know Docker Compose file syntax. Docker compose dot yml. Here we will insert mode. We will take one of the compose file which we used for DockStation. Okay, I'm using the same. Control C, Control V. Okay. Now here we will create one more image called Jenkins. Jenkins. Okay, colon. And the image name is Jenkins. And just a very dummy, compose file, just for showing an example. Jenkins. Okay. Save this and run this compose file. We know the command docker compose up -d. Okay. Just launch Docker Compose. Take a little bit time. It is creating containers. Okay. Now it is done. Now run the LazyDocker. Now LazyDocker will open and it will open new tab called or new section called services. In this way, we can able to see the services for the compose file. If you see, before it was not there. Now, when we run the Docker Compose file, it was there. So, in this way, we can able to see the Docker Compose. Okay. Even separate menus would be there for this section. You know the menu option is X. If you see, these are the options for services in the Compose section. Hello, welcome back. Now let us see how we can compile or run Docker file without Docker software. Like in my local machine, I don't have Docker software, but still I want to test or I want to compile my Docker file whether it is correct or not. In this session, we will see how we can do this. The prerequisite for this is we need to have an GitHub account and Docker Hub account. Now let us see how we can create that. Okay. First, let's create GitHub account. GitHub. Okay. Just click sign up. Okay. Now here we can give any name. I'm just giving Vihas and email ID. Okay. I'm using my regular Gmail ID. Okay. Password. Okay. Just give any password. Okay. Now you just create account. Okay. It's there. Okay. Now create an account. Meanwhile, come to Docker Hub, dockerhub.com. Okay, hub.docker.com. Next, click sign up. Here you can see I'm just using the same ID we have, and please give the same mail ID which we have given for GitHub. Okay, 917 at gmail.com. .com. Okay, you can give any password of your choice. Okay, next, we don't need to select this, just select I'm not a robot. Okay, and click sign up. Okay, now we have just created, okay, we have is already there. Then just give dot some name. Okay, I'll just say, okay, select, okay, select sign up. Okay, in the next section we will see what are the other steps. Thank you. Hello, welcome back. Now let us see the basic configuration we need to do in GitHub and Docker Hub. Once you enter, it will ask the basic formalities and just say software engineer or student. You can say software engineer. Okay, a little bit programming experience. Okay, what do you plan to use GitHub? Learn Git and GitHub. You just choose anything, it doesn't matter much. Okay, just say complete setup. It will take meanwhile. Now come to Docker Hub. Just say free. No need of pro because we're just practicing. Continue with free. Okay. Now we need to do verification, email verification, that we will do, and here also we need to do. Okay. Please verify your email. So please verify your email and we will see what are the next steps we need to do. Thank you. Hello, welcome back. Now once we click the verification email ID for Docker Hub, it will redirects to this page, and for GitHub it will redirects to this page. And the next step is we need to create a repositories in both. In Docker Hub we need to create a repository, as well as in GitHub we need to create a repository. Now click repositories in Docker Hub and create repository. Here you can give any name. I'm just giving Docker file here. Okay, now public. There is one error. Can anyone guess what is error? We will see. Now have you seen create option? No, because we should not give capital letter in the name. We always give small letters. Okay, before it was capital F, so it won't recognize. Now if you see, there is an option called create. Now creating. In the same way, here also we will create. Here create a repository. Okay, here just give. We can give any name. Just give Docker file example. Yes, public. Okay, public, and create a repository. Okay, now we created a repository in Docker Hub, as well as we created a repository in the GitHub. Now the next step is clone this. HTTPS clone into your local and checkout. Okay, I'm just creating a new folder called Docker file. Okay, just go this git bash. This is a Windows machine. Now we need to clone GitHub repository. Docker Hub we should not do. We need to clone only GitHub. Git clone. Pass this URL. Okay, it is getting cloning. Yes, no issues because we cloned only empty. Okay, in the next session we will see what are the next steps we need to follow. Thank you. Hello, Welcome back. Now let us see how we can work Portainer with Play with Docker. Before that, we will see what is Play with Docker. Okay. Play with Docker is an easy way to practice Docker. Means there is no need to install any software. Okay, there is no prerequisite, there is no software to install to work Docker. We can use in anywhere. Means even we can work with this in our office also, like it's a URL. Okay, normally we use Google, right? In the same way, we can use Play with Docker, and it's very useful to practice Docker online because no need to install any software. Like we will open Google. In the same way, we can open Play with Docker, and the only requirement is we need to log in with Docker Hub account. Okay, now let us see how we can use this. Now go to our browser. Now enter the Play with Docker. The site is play-with. Yeah, here is the one, labs.playwithdocker.com. Once we enter this, we need to log in. We need to log in with Docker Hub account. You say Docker, and here we need to give Docker Hub user ID and password. Once we enter the sign in, we will come into this site. Now it's very simple. We just click start button, and this is the home page for Play with Docker, and this session will be there for 4 hours. Okay, after 4 hours it will close everything and we can start again the new session. Okay, now click here, add new instance. Here it is, and it is very simple. Now we just need to type our Docker commands like docker run hello world. Okay, just it's very easy to practice. Now let us see how to install Jenkins. Docker run, okay, -it -p 8080 Jenkins. Okay, sorry, I entered it. KIMS Jenkins. Okay, now it will download, and once it got downloaded and it runs the container, we will see port number here. If we click that port, it will directly enter into our Jenkins page. You see, we got the port number here. You just this. Okay, it will redirect a new page where the Jenkins will get launched. Okay, if you see, our Jenkins is getting launched. See here password. Okay, and this is the very simple way where we can use our, or we can practice our Docker. Okay, thank you. In the next session we will see how we can able to install Portainer. Hello, welcome back. Now let us see how we can install Portainer. Okay, just come here. Okay, and select Portainer installation. Okay, now we will go for the official site itself. Click here. Okay, now just come down. We need to, yes, we are using this one, standalone Linux Docker host, and there are different ways. Like if you are using Windows, we can use in this way, and agent, if you want to use Portainer as agent, we can use in this way. So there are multiple ways where we can use Portainer, but for now we are using as a standalone, so we just use this one. Just copy this. Okay, come to Play with Docker. Okay, just clear the screen. paste it. This is the, okay, we are creating this volume. Okay, now copy the Docker run command completely, and Portainer will run as a container. So we don't need to install any separate software. Okay, if you see Portainer, we are running as a container. Okay, just click yes, and you can able to open now. Okay, click on this. Okay, now we are able to launch Portainer, and the credentials is the default username is admin. You can give any password. The only restriction is it has to be 8 characters. Even you can give 8 ones. There is no restriction in the password. Only thing is we need to give 8 characters. Just giving. Okay. Here just type the same. Yes. Create user. Okay, just say never. And these are the different types where we can use Portainer. We can use as an Azure or agent or remote, where we can have Portainer in one and Docker in another. Okay, but what we are using, we are just using local. Just click local, and it is asking, are you sure you have created these two? Yes, this one in Linux or this one in Windows. Yes, we already created in Linux this one. So just click connect. Okay, now if you see, we got the Portainer dashboard. If you see, we are running 3 containers. Yes, because if you come here, Docker ps-a, yes, we have 3 containers. Okay, in the same way, it will give complete information. Now, if you click here, we will enter actual dashboard. If you see, these are the complete details. Okay, this way we can able to launch the Portainer. In the next session, we will go one by one in depth. Thank you. Hello, welcome back. Now let's see some more points with Portainer. Like, we know Portainer and GUI, where we can manage our complete Docker, that is containers, images, volumes, compose, swarm, etc. This tool has more features when compared with other tools. Like we saw LazyDocker and DockStation, Portainer has more advantages. Okay, here Portainer will run as a container, so there is no need to install any software, because normally how we do use Docker run, in the same way we will use Portainer installation also. So it is work as a container. Okay, so it's very easy to install. Since it runs as a container, so we don't need any software. We can use it in anywhere. Yes, because we are not installing any software. Very useful to practice Docker. Yes, like when we're practicing Docker, it's very difficult to practice if we don't have any software, any system. So here we can use in this way, because if we don't have any system, then go to any lab or in office also, we can play with Docker, we can use it. We need to log in with Docker Hub account. Okay, so Docker Hub account is mandatory. Okay, and we just in the previous session we saw how to create a Docker Hub account. Okay, login page, it will ask the password, and the password should have minimum 8 characters, and no need to have special characters, nothing, just need 8 characters. Now let us see the Portainer site. Okay, this is the Portainer. If you see, we have 3 images, 2 volumes. Come here, Docker, Docker volume ls. Okay, we see there are 2 volumes here. Okay, if you come, you see there are 2 volumes. Okay, if you see Portainer, and local driver is local, local, and name is this one, and Portainer data. You see, driver is local, and name is this. Okay, you just come back, and we have 3 networks. Come here, and we just say this is the command docker network ls. Sorry, docker network ls. If you see, we have 3 networks. The same way here we have 3 networks. Okay. Now, what if we have containers, right? Okay, we do one thing. What if we stop this container? Because other 2 containers, Jenkins and Hello World, are already stopped. Only running container is Portainer. Now we will see what if we stop this container, okay, or we stop in background. Docker ps. Okay, what it will give? The list. We know, right, the command to get only this ID. What we'll do? Docker ps -q. Okay, will give only the container ID which is running. Okay, copy this, or no need to copy because only one is there, right? Docker stop BA is enough. Now this has been stopped and this port has been removed. If you come here and if you just say refresh, then it is not there because we know, right, Docker Portainer will run as a container. If you stop that container, then it won't work. Okay, next session we will see some more examples. Thank you. Hello, welcome back. Now today's session we will play with containers, like we will create and we will delete the containers. Okay, now we will also see what are the other options which we have in the Portainer on containers. Okay, in the last session we have stopped the container. So because of that, Portainer is not running. Now we will launch it again. Okay. The error is because it's already in use. If you see, we stopped the container. Okay, but we didn't delete it. Okay, just say yay, and yes, it is there. Docker rm and BA-B6. Okay, yeah, it is. Now we deleted that container. Just say it is not there. Now we will launch Portainer. Okay, yes, it is get launched, and click on this, and again it will ask for the admin. Okay, yes, you just say login. Okay, second, I think my password will be with the old sessions, so enter our password which we have given. Okay, now click here. Now we won't delete our Portainer, because if you delete that Portainer, again it will delete the if we delete that container, again our Portainer will get deleted. So we won't delete the Portainer container. Okay, now if you come here, we just click containers. Okay, yes, these are the containers that we are using. Now select this. We can select multiple and we can select start. We can select multiple, stop, restart, pause, resume, remove, everything we can do. Okay, and these are the logs. Okay, this we will see in the next session. As of now, we will see all this. Okay, now I am starting this container. If you come here, now if you come here, Control L, Docker ps, we say now only one container is running. Just say start. We know Docker Hello World will stop and it will get stopped. So Jenkins is running. We come here. You see we got port and if we say like ps Jenkins is launched. Okay, now even we can stop. We can stop this one. Okay, yes, it is get it done. And if you say yes, it is stopped. Perfect. We can kill it. We can start, resume, everything. In this way, we can able to manage our containers with the help of Portainer. Okay. Now one more time I will just see, and we have different options here as well. So in the next session we will see what is this as well as how to add a new container. Hello, welcome back. Now in today's session we will see how we can change the logo. Like here we are seeing Portainer logo, right? We will see how we can change this. To do this, click settings and enable this. Okay, now here we need to give any logo address. I already opened one of the favorite movie logo. Just copy this. Okay, come here and paste it here. Okay, save settings. If you see, we got this one. Okay, before it was Portainer, now it's coming Avengers. Okay, I'm just log out and log in. Okay, log out. If you see here also, we're able to see the Avengers logo. Before it was Portainer. Now we can able to see this one. Okay, in this way we can able to change the icon or icon from Portainer to any of our favorite logo. Okay, in the next session we will see some more examples. Thank you. Hello, welcome back. Now let us see these two options and also these options in today's session. Now if you click on this, we can see all the options are enabled. Example, all these are enabled. Okay, I don't want to see this. Just click stack, uncheck stack, then it is not created. It is not there. Even I don't need this created. Okay, you see what we can select, what we can enable, what we want to see here. Got it right? See, we click stack, it will be there. Created, if we select created, it would be there. Okay, in this way we can able to select our menu options in a very structured way. Now if you click here settings, if you see, this will enable and disable these options. Okay, if you see, attach is not there, logs, stats, info and is there, but attach is not there. If you see, we have only 4 options. Okay, 1 2 3 4. Select this. If you see, we have quick attach console. Okay, in this way we can select these options as well. Okay, I just close this. Now we can come here. This is logs. Okay, you can see complete logs here. Okay, even we can edit the logs, like how many lines we need to see. Okay, now I'm just coming back, and this is inspect, like complete details of the container. Okay, I'm just selecting the new tab. See, this is a complete details. Okay, we can expand to see complete info. Next, this is stats, like monitor. We saw in other tools also we have this option. Here also we have this option. Okay, next, this one is exec, like we can enter into a running container. Okay, and this is an attach option. Okay, these are the options that we have for container. Okay, thank you. Hello, welcome back. Now let us see how we can create a container in the Portainer. Okay, if we come, if we say docker ps, okay, we have only one container. Now we will see and we will delete all the images also. Docker images. Okay, we have only one image. That's cool. Now come here, select add container. Here we need to give container name. I'm just giving Portainer Jenkins. Okay, yes, here just mention Jenkins. Yes, we should pull the image, and access control also we can say. And here if you come here down, okay, we have complete options like what are the commands that we can able to execute while create the container, entry point, work directory, who is the user, and both like interactive mode and TTY mode, or only I mode, or only T mode, or none. Okay, we have all these options. Okay, now select the deploy the container. Once it is come, like since image is also not there in our local, right, so it will take little bit time to download the Jenkins image. Okay, meanwhile come here and we'll just say Docker images. Now it's not yet downloaded. Second, it's in progress. Now once the downloaded get completes, it will directly redirect to this page. Okay, now come here and say Docker images. Yes, we have Portainer, Jenkins downloaded. Okay, even it is in run mode. Docker ps, yes, it is up and running. Okay, in this way we can able to create a container with the help of Portainer. Thank you. Now in this session we will see how we can create an image with the help of Portainer. As of now, we directly downloaded the images from Docker Hub. Now we will create a image from Portainer. Okay, yes, here also we are just using Jenkins. Okay, now what is the image name? We can say, I'm just saying one. Okay, now okay, we can directly download the image with the help of this. Okay, we can say latest, we can pull the image. Okay, but we want to remove that image. How? Okay, yeah, even we can delete our images with the help of this option. We can select and we can remove. Now we will build an image. If you see here, we have multiple options where we can build our image. Okay, this is like Docker file. Even we can upload our existing Docker file, or we can select the Docker file from any specific URL. Here we can give any name. Okay, Jenkins :1. I'm just saying Jenkins :1. Okay, here just say, it's very simple, I'm just typing from Jenkins. Okay, okay, or from, since it is there, right, from Ubuntu. Okay, now everything is fine. Just select the build the image. It's in progress. Did it wait? Yes, it is successful. Even we can see the output here. What if we have some error? Okay, I'm just saying some random name and we can build the image. Okay, it is saying error. Okay, it is saying directly, it is redirect to this and saying pull access denied for something because repository does not exist. Okay, in this way we can create a Docker file, we can develop Docker file with this option, and this is very helpful. No need to go and no need to check our compilation, everything we can check from here. Thank you.